check me out over on TikTok at Real Geekdom 101. So a brand new story arc has begun for Super Dragon Ball Heroes, the promotional anime. This one is called Ultra God Mission, the Supreme Kai of Time arc. And much like with other Dragon Ball Heroes, previous episodes or previous story arcs, we're going to have a lot of really creative ideas, a lot of fan service, a lot of things that Dragon Ball fans probably want to see from the main series, from Super, or from, whatever is like a main, a movie, an anime, a manga. And they're going to take these ideas and put them into this promotional anime to promote the Japanese Dragon Ball Heroes arcade game. That's the whole purpose of this for those of you who might be new here. And it's not meant to be really seen as like a serious anime. It's not like Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball Z or anything like that. It's just done to promote the game or whatever. But still, that does not necessarily mean that we should not be critical of it or that we should be, enjoying it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. And a lot of these episodes, I don't like. I do like some, and I love the ideas behind them because some of them create some intriguing plot points. And also with Dragon Ball Heroes, they oftentimes combine different continuities. So you'll have movie characters interacting with characters from Super. You'll have GT characters from that timeline interacting with Super or movie characters from the Z episodes or the Z movies. It's just a big hodgepodge is what it is of, different things. You'll have Supreme Kai of Time, Mira and Toa. There is no canon in Dragon Ball Heroes. Everything is canon. And it just makes things a lot easier. It might confuse people, but it makes things a lot easier because there's an infinite number of timelines. And because of that, you'll have characters like King Vegeta coming back to life. And I'm just saying this for people who might be new to this whole concept. And I do wish that we actually got a serious Heroes anime, like a 30-minute, or half-hour episodes with commercials, something that actually was strong and, planned out and things like that. But that's just not how it is. Tadayoshi Yamamuro returns, though, as the supervisor for these episodes, so it's going to be in that style. And the first episode aired today. Things have remained peaceful since we had the big battle with Few at the end of the last Dragon Ball Heroes arc. In fact, this episode, early on, we see Goku back with his farming equipment on and the tractor. So it's almost like the first episode of Dragon Ball Super all over again. Sort of like them hitting the reset button here. So it does feel like it's a new arc. It's not a continuation of the last arc, although there was a cliffhanger that teased this arc. The previous story arc with Few is over. This is something totally new as far as what we're seeing so far. And what I do with these reviews is I always review them with an asterisk because, like I said, it's a promo anime. The key is, did I enjoy it? Like, did I like it? But I recognize also that I'm probably never going to truly enjoy these as much as I want to because they're not fully fleshed out. The episodes are anywhere between 8 minutes to sometimes 9 minutes. Once in a while you'll get a 10-minute episode including the intro and outro, but they never go past 10 minutes. And that does not give them a lot of wiggle room to develop stories, to give proper dialogue. It's just done to promote the newest Heroes card on that particular month. So the premise of this story arc is something that I think a lot of fans are going to really want. And like I said a minute ago, it's something that Dragon Ball Super needs to probably do at some point, but they probably never will. And this is a tournament across space-time. Sort of like what Dragon Ball Legends did. And this tournament is going to take these what-if battles from different timelines. Different characters are going to appear. Like, you're going to have different versions of Goku and Trunks. And all these different characters from different timelines fighting each other. Sort of like, any Dragon Ball video game. Because it is a Dragon Ball video game. But I think a lot of people want to see this, portrayed out in a story. Besides just something from a game. And Heroes will give that to you in the promo anime, but the promo anime ends up being lackluster most of the time. And that's just how it is. And it's just too bad because I tend to like the ideas a lot. Like in this episode, Goku is confronted by... let me explain. There's a new character. Here's the premise of it. There's a new character named Ios, who is an older Kaioshin, an older God than even the Supreme Kai of Time, and she appears and she wants to destroy the time scrolls by having these what if battles across multiple universes and timelines. So you're going to have characters from the movies fighting characters from Super, characters from, Z Filler fighting characters from GT, and it's a big mix, right? We even have, like, early in the episode, Goku is transported when he's told about this tournament. He's transported to this, like, time chamber, not the one from Z, it's somewhere else, and in like an alternate dimension. And there he meets up with Piccolo, Gohan, and Vegeta, and also Jiren and Hit. And Dragon Ball fans have wanted Jiren and Hit to come back since they were in Super, and we haven't seen them in the Moral or the Granola arcs, but they're here in Heroes. So it does the fan service stuff, but it doesn't matter because the story's always lacking, and they never have enough time to flesh it out. So all you can really hope for with these things is a cool character that gets fleshed out more in the manga or in the video games, the Heroes manga that is, or a cool fight once in a while. That's kind of what I hope for. You hope for the best, but a lot of times you don't. And this episode, the first one, is obviously very story heavy because they're starting a new arc. We see a ton of characters here. We have Goku, Zeno, and we have like the regular like Dragon Ball Super version, I guess, of Goku and Vegeta. We have the Zeno versions. We have Goku, Vegeta. We have Trunks. Zeno Trunks actually is here. We also have like Golden Cooler with Golden Frieza, Cumber, just characters we've seen in Heroes throughout the past, 40 or so, 40 plus Heroes promo anime episodes all appear here for this tournament. I popped when I saw the group of androids. It was 17, 18, 16, 15, 14, 13, and 19. They're all there, like, gathered together. Like I said, they're being picked from different timelines and different parts of the Dragon Ball timeline, which is fun. This is the kind of stuff that I think is fun, but again, it just never pays off the way I want it to. Bojack's crew is there, Frieza's forces, and we do see Tapion. And yes, it's pronounced Tapion, not Tapion. The dub is wrong. It's Tapion. It's a tapioca pudding reference. But we see him actually interacting with Zeno Trunks, which is future Trunks from an alternate timeline. But either way, no matter what version of future Trunks we're talking about, he never got his sword from Tapion, which has confused Dragon Ball fans for many, many years because of the way that movie ended. Kid Trunks got his sword from Tapion, but not future Trunks. They're two completely different characters with different backstories. We never actually were told specifically where future Trunks got his sword from. So Tapion recognizes Trunks because he has that iconic haircut that we all know and love. But it's, Zeno Trunks has no idea who he is because, again, it's different timelines. So I'm glad that Heroes kind of kept that, to the way it should be. We see all kinds of wacky fights like Hirudegarn versus Hit, which was unexpected. Jiren versus Broly from Dragon Ball Z, not the Dragon Ball Super Broly. We see Goku and Zeno Goku once again teasing a fight. I mean, we were teased that with the very first Heroes episode back in 2018, and it wound up being a big letdown compared to the manga adaptation or the manga version of that story. And so that's just how it is. It's going to be different fighters in these different time zones, not like 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. time zone, but like different, like there's zones in different parts of time, and they're all fighting. And Ios is surrounded by these like mysterious cloaked figures. Then we see him at the very beginning of the episode surrounding the Supreme Kai of Time. And there's been a lot of speculation about who they are. A lot of the fans think it's going to be like Bardock and characters like that. King Vegeta, sort of like the fathers of like the past Dragon Ball, like throughout the history of Dragon Ball that we didn't get much of, but they haven't revealed who they are yet. But that'll probably be a big story point when that does get revealed. The one I thought was cool was Kid Buu versus Janemba. That's one I would actually like to see play out, but there's no way it'll ever happen in an actual Dragon Ball story. But again, these fights seem like a fun idea, but I don't want to keep repeating myself, y'all, but it's Heroes, and thus I can't really get excited. And it's funny because we have this one scene of Yamcha, and he's running away from Mecha Frieza. And you have to remember, it's Mecha Frieza, not Golden Frieza. Again, they're picking from different parts of the timeline. And it's just, wow, we haven't even seen this version of Frieza in ages. And so as people start getting wiped, the time scrolls start to disappear. And the goal of iOS is to destroy the time scrolls, which is going to screw up all of the alternate timelines. This is a lot of this might come off very similar to Loki. It's very similar to what they did in the MCU show Loki. Not identical, not the same thing, but it's usually one character. In Loki, it was Kang the Conqueror. Here, it's Ios wanting to have complete control of the space time continuum, fully of every timeline, by destroying other timelines, like what the TVA was trying to do. There wasn't really much in this first episode other than just establishing what this arc is going to be about. No big reveals except that we're seeing classic Dragon Ball characters from throughout the timeline, come back. And people have wanted Tapion to come back for ages. And here he is. Heroes gives it to you. And honestly, I find this premise far more interesting than the Red Ribbon Army coming back again or Gamma 1 and 2. But the payoff is never the payoff never matches up the premise, and that's been the story of Heroes for a while. Did you enjoy this? What do you think about this idea? Let me know in the comments. And overall, the episode, it's whatever. Like, I can't even hate on it because I'm so used to what this is. I cannot even crap on it. Or I can't even love it either. It's just, hey, it's a new arc, and look, those characters are back. It's a big hey, look, nostalgia trip, but it's not anything more than that. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later today.